Hey my escape artists, I know it's been a while since you've seen me. I would like to welcome everybody to the channel that has not seen this channel before and this is their first time tuning in. If it's not your first time tuning in, welcome back. Let me just give you a quick update before I give you a walk around of the new car. Okay, I got a place. I got a new car because the old car, the truck, the Escape that I had, it's kind of, the steering wheel locked up, the transmission wanted to go out. That was my second transmission putting it in there. So much stuff was going wrong with it. It was eating gas like I don't know what, and it was just not for me anymore. So what I did was I traded my Escape. Yes, I was very sad to trade it because I really love that Escape. But if it puts you in danger, get rid of it. So I got me a new car. This is my new car. It is the Nissan Sentra 2015. It's my favorite color. My favorite color is black. I still have to do some things with it. I have to get some windshield wipers because these are the windshield wipers that came on it when I got it. I don't like these windshield wipers. I like another brand that's very good. I'm not gonna say their name because they're not paying me. Like I was saying, so therefore, let's see. This car is very nice. It has the little things on the handle, like the button, and you press the button and pull it, and that's how you open the door. It came with the factory rims, of course. I just washed the car, but I have not wiped down the rims yet, so that's why they're still kind of dirty in the creases, but it'll be okay. This is the trunk. I'm gonna give you a quick view of my trunk and how big it is. It's so big it can hold all my junk that was in the truck. Okay, let's see, let's go around this way. This is my decal, of course. The reason I have this decal, no, I'm not in the military, but I do respect all military people, you know, because they do a lot and they put their lives in danger for all of us. Even though that is one of the reasons. My husband also is a military vet. He was in the Army. He
And your
fought.
dad?
Huh?
Oh, never see your dad too?
Yeah, and my dad. My dad was in World War II. Yes, I am the product of
A military rat?
older people, and plus I am what they call a military brat.
Rat?
But I am not going into the military. I'm so sorry. But I respect them fully. Um, the rest of this is the side of the car. Now I have to get this part right here redone. This right here was another button that was supposed to be here, and I'm gonna have to get that replaced. When I got the car, of course, it was a used car, so therefore you have your scrapes and your bangs and your dents, but it's okay. What I was thinking about doing was taking a black marker, you know, and go in there and, you know, color it in. Nobody noticed, but anywho. So, that's about all for the outside of the car. On the next video, maybe I'll put some more military stickers on here because, you know, that's what I like to do. So, let's get inside. Okay. Of course, these are the handles. This is the handle to open. This is the lock button. Well, one of the lock buttons. This is how you lock and unlock the car. This is unlock. That's lock. That's unlock. These are the window buttons right here. These are for the driver's side window, passenger side, and the back windows. This A is here because it's an automatic window. If you hit it one time and you hit it, like, just push it down hard, the window will come down all by itself. Okay, this right here is the window unlock button and the lock button. So you press this down to lock all the windows in the car. You press it again and it comes back up and you unlock the windows in the car. Okay, this is for, well, what I use it for is papers and stuff and my perfume. But this right here is your cup holder. This is the cup holder in the car. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 cup holders inside of this car.
You want to take this in?
Yeah. Okay. Inside we have the vents. You press this and the vent goes over. You press that, the vent goes over that way. You press that, it goes down. Now this part right here, I mean, like, you might not know, but this right here is so that the air can flow. If you press this down like that, then it's where you can block the air, you know, like if it's blowing too hard, or if you have someone else in the car and you just want the air to be on them, because it'll go from coming out over here and ending up coming out over here in this vent, or if you have this vent closed, most of the air will come out into an open vent. Okay, this is the steering wheel. Okay, this is the steering wheel. Now, some people might not know what is on the steering wheel because it has a lot of buttons. I've been in this car playing around with it and I found out a couple of things. This is for you to hang up your phone if you have it on your Bluetooth. This is to hang up. This right here is to answer. This is for volume up, volume down. Source is so that you can change your channels on your radio. The up and down button is also for you to change your channels on your radio. But the source is more like for XM. When you have XM, it'll go from, if you already have your channel set, it'll do those. If you do it with this, you'll go from channel to channel. This button right here is to change what's on your dashboard. Let me see if I can do it. Okay. Let me see. This button right here, as you can see, it says 300 miles to empty, and it has the mileage. If I press this button one time, it shows your miles for hold on. It shows your mileage per trip. which is like how far you've gone that day or whatever, but it's, you know, it's per trip. Okay, so you press the button again and it shows the B mileage, which is another trip. Yeah, trip B. So you press it one more time and it shows you a green little box. It shows you a green box, and the green box is for the pressure on the gas pedal. The 35.2 is how many miles per gallon you will get. It will tell you how many miles per gallon you can get with how much pressure you're putting on your gas pedal. In which you would have to be like driving, like it would have to be in drive for you to do so. So the more pressure that you put on your gas pedal, the less miles per gallon you get. So if you're running out of gas fast, it's because you're driving way too fast. You're putting your foot in the tank, so they call it. Okay. You press it one more time and it goes to miles per gallon and your average of what you usually, you know, what your foot is usually on your gas pedal. So that can tell you how many miles per gallon you really can get with your car, because of they keep track of the pressure that you put on your gas pedal. Okay, and then you have your basic stuff, which would be your miles per hour. This goes up to 160, and the reason why they have these little numbers in the middle, from what my cousin told me that is a mechanic, he says, okay, like if you're driving, let's say you're driving 80 miles per hour, it'll feel more like you're going 120. Okay, so that's basically how he explained it to me. But if I'm wrong, someone let me know, but I'm just saying. You got your gas, which it's not full, but it's on a good little bit. You have your cooling and heating. Okay, so this is for your engine. This tells you when your car is running hot. If this button, if this little lever right here goes up towards that H, let's say it's on the little piece before the H, that means that you are in danger of it overheating. If it goes up to the H, stop your car and cut it off. Put water in it. Don't put water in it exactly right then, because you may scald yourself, because that thing is hot. And I mean hot. It will take skin off. This is your RPMs. This right here is basically like when you rev your engine, it goes up. If you ever get over here into the red part, you're in danger of blowing your motor. That's what that is telling you. Okay, you have these buttons over here. This is for your interior lights. You can brighten, you can dim, just like that, just by pressing up and down. This is for your mirror. If I go take this part and push it over, I can move my mirror over, up, over to the right, or down. And same thing for the other mirror on the passenger side. This is a trunk button. You press this button down and your trunk opens. This is your eco saver. This right here, I tell you, when I say you will find out that your car can go as slow as it can when you hit this button. It's supposed to be able to save energy and gas in your car, and it will make your car go a little bit slower. Sport mode is basically to make you, well, it's kind of like to amp your car up, to make it go faster. And this right here is so that you don't swerve off the road. This is for your tires. When you turn this on, you basically turn it on when it's raining or when it's snowing or something like that. This is for your traction. Traction is to keep you from sliding off the road. Okay, now we're gonna go down here, and this is for your gas tank. When you pull this lever underneath here, right there, then your gas tank will open. Okay, this one is for your hood. When you pull that one, your hood will open. Okay, we're gonna go up to the lights. This is for your lights. That turns your lights on. This turns your lights off. Signal light up for right, down for left. This one right here is for your windshield wipers. And what I found out is that you can turn this up and it'll make your windshield wipers go kind of fast, you know. But you don't want to go too fast, because I have seen people cut on their windshield wipers and they were going fast as I don't know what, and they didn't know that they weren't all the way attached and it went flying off, and it can hurt somebody or stick into someone's car or into their body. Okay. Oh, that didn't go all the way off. But anywho, this is your cruise control. This is how you turn your cruise control on. See that green button? That's to tell you that it's on. When you hit it again, that green button goes off. So therefore your cruise control is off. This that says coast, what I do, I hit it twice down, and then you press your gas while you hold this up, and it sets your cruise control at whatever miles an hour you're going. If you take your foot off the gas, it goes at the same amount of miles per hour. Now, if you want to stop your cruise control, or just, you know, like let it, you know, how can I say it? Take it off until like you're coming up to a light. You can press cancel and it'll stop your cruise control, or you can press the brakes and then press off to take it off. Okay, now we're going over here. This is to cut your car on. Now it's also to cut your car off. Now if you want to cut the car off, you press it one time. If you want to, like other cars where you can just turn your key back and turn on your radio, you press this again and your radio will come on. That's how you get your radio to come on without cranking your car. Press it twice for like after you cut it off. And then when you cut that part on, then it cuts on the little levers and whatnot, air start coming on and the air will come on. So you press it 3 times. One to cut it off. The second time is to cut on your radio. And the third time is to cut on the air, and the little levers will start moving. And then you hit it one more time and it's all the way off. Okay, to cut it on, you hold your brake. You hold your brake and then you press the button and it cranks up. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, the radio. Okay, this is your eject button. This is for your CD player. Your CD player is here. Your FM and AM is for the radio. Your XM is for XM radio. Your media is for everything else that's in there, like your Bluetooth, your your aux, and everything else that's in there. Your display is to turn off your screen or turn on your screen. This is your volume button to turn up and down your radio. These are your presets. When you preset a station, you go to the station that you want to go to using this, and then you go here and you press and hold until the number jumps up on the side. Okay, this is scan. You can scan channels without using this, but it'll keep on rolling, but it'll let you know what channels are clear. Seek is basically like looking for channels, about the same thing. Apps is for, let's see,
If your phone was hooked up.
Yeah, if your phone is hooked up to it, you can do your apps on here. Okay, back is to go back. Let's see. These are your air controls. These are your air controls. You turn it down this way, all the way down, and it goes off. See the off? It goes off. You turn it up, and it comes back on, and you can turn it up high, low, whatever. This is for just these vents. This is for these vents plus the vents that's underneath the seat, well, underneath the dashboard. This is for just the foot part that's under the dashboard, and this is for the defrost and the foot part. Okay, let's see. Oh, I forgot a part. I figured something out. This right here, this little thing, a lot of people don't know what it is, but if you press it down, it moves your steering wheel. And in this car, it can pull your steering wheel towards you, or you can push the steering wheel in. But whatever you do, make sure after you get finished adjusting that you put it back up. That's what locks it in place. Because if you don't, you're gonna have something moving around, and you might mess around and wreck or mess up your car. This is your ashtray. This is a lighter port, or you can put your charger in here. This is to move your car. This is your gear stick. This is the park, reverse, neutral, drive, and I think it's like low type of thing. It's basically like overdrive. Yeah, it's like overdrive. So like when you're trying to get out of a mud hole or something like that, you stick it in low and you press the gas lightly, and that's supposed to get you out a little bit better than sliding around and stuff like that. Okay, this is your emergency brake. This, you pull it up when you're on a hill. You push this piece in and pull it back down to get it off of the emergency brake. If you try to drive off with this, I could tell you for a fact, you will be smelling rubber, because your brakes are basically going to be burning, and that's a very stink smell, I can tell you. I done missed and did that with a couple of cars before, like when I first started driving and all that stuff, and I didn't know what was going on until my cousin and my brothers was like, take the emergency brakes off, and I was like, okay. And then I had to get those changed because I had done ate them down. So yeah, I mean, I make mistakes too. These are the two more of the cup holders. This thing right here, man, me and my kids love this thing because it moves. You can pull forward and put your arm on it. It's an armrest. Now if you push it back, it has a little lever underneath. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, you can see it. You push this up, and that's how you open it. Okay.
And also, it has this own charger port.
Yes,
both
it does.
USB. It got an aux cord and the one that's like a cigarette lighter. And then it got a hole for the cord, so you have to shut your cord in there.
Yeah, because that right there can be some real stuff. Like, that's a lot of money for you to keep getting cords over and over because you done damaged them by shutting them inside of something. These are your lights for the top, like your reading lights or whatever for the inside of the car.
That's to turn both of them on. These are individuals, and this is for like if you want to open your door and have your lights on.
You let it go and it turns your lights on. Of course, you can see we got our doors open. This is for your shades or glasses or whatever you can put here so that you can have them within reach. Are these little speakers or something? Yeah, yeah, these are basically the microphone and speakers for the Bluetooth and radio part. We have a sunroof. This is the sunroof.
That's a nice shot of the tree.
Now, if you hit this button going back, only thing you gotta do is hit it one time and it goes all the way back. Now, if you hit it going forward, it closes. But the thing is, if you hit it going forward again, it raises the back so that it can be a little vent. You hit it going that way and it closes it back. You have your
glove compartment.
You have your glove compartment, in which I don't even know why they call it a glove compartment. Nobody puts gloves in there.
You know, back in the day, they used to murder people.
What?
And they kept their gloves in their car. And I'm not sure if anybody knows this, but I recently found this out like within a year. But these are to defrost your driver windows, which is crazy because I never knew that. I was like, is it blowing from up there to hit my windows? And then I found out, no, it's side defrost vents. Then you got your actual vents. And then, you know, more cup holders. The passenger side door. And then you have the back, which also have the same thing. Cup holders, windows. Same thing other side. And then in the middle, you have another set of cup holders. So every passenger probably can have 2 drinks if it's 4 people.
Okay, then you have these right here. This right here, if you pull it up, you can put your seat down, see straight into your trunk. Some people don't know that because they're like, oh, I gotta get out and go around and open up this back and all that stuff. You don't. You really don't. This right here is your lock and unlock for that. These are your seat belts for the back. Okay. What else?
How big is it? You never sat in the back.
Tell me?
Yeah.
I have never sat in the back of my car. Of course.
A lot of people don't sit in the back.
Because it's my car. It's big. It has a lot of leg room. Look at there. Like, it has so much room. You could basically lay down and go to sleep in here.
I do that a lot in my
car. And still be comfortable. It has pockets on the back of that seat, and it has pockets on the front of both of those seats. Like little secret pockets on the front of the seat. It has them. It comes with carpet and everything. That's a good thing. I can tell you, because it's black carpet, you can see sand very well. I just vacuumed this car, and it's like I didn't vacuum. So, but yeah, so these are handles. I'm not exactly sure why you would want a handle up here. Probably because
when the driver can't drive and you got to hold on for dear life.
You have 2 airbags on each side of this car. So if you were to get into a side collision or a rollover or whatever, you have airbags on both sides to protect you.
And if you get one of these cars, get some seatbelt covers, because they will rip your head off from a single time.
Let me tell you, these doggone things right here, man, I'm telling you, what I've learned about seatbelts is that you could cut one of these off and really tow a car. That's just how strong they are. So just imagine someone getting into I'm not saying that I'm saying don't wear a seatbelt. Yes, please wear your seatbelt. Please, for the life of yourself, wear the seatbelt. But they are so tough and so strong, you can barely even cut through them. You would need something really, really sharp to cut through these things. That's why when people, I guess, you know, like they have a rollover and they go into water, they can barely get through these things. But I bet no one knew this right here. For your seats, for these part of your seats, the head part of your seats, they are lifesavers. And the reason that they are lifesavers is because if you were to have a car accident where you rolled over into some water and you're fully submerged, you can take these out and take the bottom of them, turn it around, and bust out a window. Like, that's what it's really for. That's why they have these on the seats. Not just because of your head, but because you can also use them to knock out a window so that you can free yourself from a car.
But you know, a lot of luxuries are making it where the seats are kind of like that in the front, so you wouldn't have that.
Yeah. So if I were y'all, I would stick with those kind of cars unless they would come with something extra. Now there are little packets that you can buy from the stores, probably from like a part store that has all that stuff. It comes with a little hammer that you can knock out a window with if you needed it. It comes with flashlights. It comes with what you call the little things that go in the road, the flares and whatnot. It comes with all of that,
and seatbelt cutters.
Yeah, including seatbelt cutters. I think the seatbelt cutters are on the other side of the hammer, so that you can cut your seatbelt. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff that you can get and that would be beneficial. Plus getting first aid kits, because you never know when something's gonna go wrong. Like, you could be out there changing your tire and cut your finger or something, and you need to wrap it up until the ambulance gets there or something. I mean, like, you could really use that. It's just a lot of stuff like that goes with cars that you have to think about when you buy a car. The safety of it, because a lot of the older cars that's made back in the day and stuff, they're not all that safe anymore because of, you know, speed and the road conditions and whatever else it may be. But, you know, I think that the newer cars are kind of safe, but now it's getting to the point where for some reason the cars are being made too fast and they're coming with problems. So the best bet is to check your cars out. Have a mechanic that is certified to go with you to buy your car, so that he can look at it, look under the hood, try it out if he has to. Even take the little thing that you stick under the dashboard, so that he can see if any codes pop up that something is wrong with this car before you even buy it. Because some people don't know, when you go to a dealership, it don't matter if that car is new or used. As soon as you get off that lot after you have signed the papers, that's it. That is completely it. Your warranty may cover some things, but that's not saying, oh, if I go out here, leave this car lot, and I get down the road, not even a block from the place, and it shuts off and just won't crank up, oh, they're going to take it back. No. Car lots are in it to make money. And if you go down that road and it shut off, that's your problem, because you signed them papers. There is nothing that you can do about that but get it fixed. That means more money from you. So, I mean, only thing I can say, make sure you have a good warranty, read all your paperwork, take a mechanic with you that can check everything before you even leave there. Because as soon as you get off that lot, I'm telling you, that's it. It's like a used car. Even if it's brand spanking new and it only got 3 miles, 2 miles, 1 mile, no miles. If you take it off that lot, if you bring it back, they look at it as a used car. So therefore, they're not going to take it back. You can trade it in on something, and it's still not going to give you as much as, and plus you already owe on it. So basically, you wouldn't be getting anything off of it if you try to trade it, because they would have to pay the bank for what, you know, all of that, and it wouldn't be worth much of anything. Another thing, I know I'm probably going off subject, but if you got rims and a paint job and all this and that on your car, and you trade it in thinking that it's going to be worth more, it's not. If anything, rims, paint jobs, all that stuff brings the value of your car down. It may be a lot to you, but to the car dealerships, that brings it down. That brings everything down. Like, the worth of your car is basically nothing just because it has rims on it. You come out better taking a car there that's tore up like my truck was and get more for it than if you had rims on it was fixed up. So that's all that I really know to talk about today. I will see y'all in another video, hopefully soon. I'm gonna try to start making videos more. I know I done said that probably like 1,000 times before, but really I am gonna try to start doing more. I have been very busy trying to get things straight. I'm still trying to get my business on the road. Unique Styles by Tammy is still up and running, but now I'm trying to get my building. I have my eye on a building that I want, and I probably will be showing y'all that if she ever calls me back and let me do a walkthrough. So I'll see you later. Peace.